Friedman here. Today we're going to talk about how to save money on your taxes. Do you feel like you're on a hamster wheel during tax season, running around and around, gathering information and praying that everything works out in your favor? Do you do this every year, even though you swear off you're never going to do it again? Well, we are here to show you how to get off that hamster wheel and save you big bucks. The biggest mistake most make is that they expect or believe that their accountant will save them money on their taxes when they do their taxes every year. This just doesn't happen. The time between February and April 15th is known as tax season, where successful accountants have 11 weeks to do about 2,000 tax returns. So what usually happens is they make sure all the boxes and forms are accounted for correctly, which is important, and file your return timely based upon all the information that you spent hours and hours running around trying to collect. Thus, there is no tax planning or tax savings happening. Here at WMGNA, we do tax season and tax planning a bit different. Tax planning or tax season starts January 1st and ramps up the day after tax season ends and goes until the end of the year. That only makes sense. Brian, can you share a quick story of how a subscriber saved money on their taxes with just pension and Social Security income?
Sure. Yeah. This is a recent client that came to us, or a new client, husband and wife in their 70s. And they were worried about that they paid way too much money in taxes. And obviously, with what's going on right now, it's going to be a common theme in today's environment. And they didn't have a tremendous amount of income on an annualized basis, $190,000 in income, basic from Social Security, a small pension, some IRAs, some dividends, and capital gains. It all added up. And they paid about $30,000 in federal and state income taxes. And they also were paying on a quarterly basis those estimates, which are probably the biggest pain in the butt to most people. So not only were writing 2 checks come tax time, they're writing an additional 8 checks a year during estimates, and that just was way too much.
So they were responsible, Brian, to send 6 checks in?
Try 10. 8 plus 10. 2, Dan.
Wow.
Yeah, 8
wow.
plus 2. I know
that is a lot. That is
a lot on an annual basis. And that's typical if you live in a state that you have state income taxes, because you have a federal and state quarterly estimate, which is 8, and then plus the 2 on April 15th. So that's 10 times a year you're responsible for sending money in, which is absolutely absurd. So what we did is, by simply looking at their tax return in May, right after tax season, we reorganized their income and some of their investments. And immediately for that year, we were able to save $11,000 in state and federal income taxes. And then going forward, because we'll have the full year this year, we're going to be saving them this year and going forward probably about $19,000 in taxes together. So their $30,000 tax bill is going to be probably somewhere around $10,000 or $11,000. If we can get it down to about $8,000, that would be a great job. And then on top of it, they will not have to file those stupid quarterly estimates ever again, because what we're going to do is we meet with them every quarter after Halloween, so they know what their total tax bill is in November, and then figure out a plan of how to pay those taxes they'll owe for the full year. And we have a system to do that. So tax season for them went from being chaotic and nerve-wracking to basically a non-event. So with our Tax Out Financial Solutions program, we basically figured it out for them. And we are very confident that we can save just about anybody thousands of dollars in taxes and expenses, also taking a whole lot of stress out of the time. I mean, Dan, you probably agree with that. You love that de-stress, de-drunk your life.
Absolutely. It's all about proactively managing everything and working in concert with our accountants throughout the year to make sure the little things are not missed. Everything's organized. Then during tax season, end of January, beginning of February, we send out a personalized tax organizer. That will make sure that you gather all your 1099s and necessary documents that we don't have direct access to. Collect all your tax and pertinent financial information, review it, and then we let you know if something is missing. Then after your taxes are completed by the accountants, no surprises, we review your taxes to make sure that every I is dotted and T is crossed. We get you off the tax season hamster wheel, and our Tax Out Financial Solutions, we figure it out. It's halfway through the year. What is your 2021 tax plan? It's a good question. If you or someone near and dear need to get it figured out, go to WMGNA.com or call us today at 860-679-5255 to see how our subscription services can help you.